We've got it here on the show floor, but we wanted to make sure all your fans could enjoy it as well.
Great. Real quick, for people that are watching it here on the floor, where can they go play this game right now?
So if they make their way over to the Square Enix booth, they can play this game along with a bunch of other things.
Okay.
And if someone's watching from home, they can't make it out to PAX East, we'll actually be releasing this demo on PSN later in April.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Very nice.
And it's going to be a free demo?
It'll be a free
Well,
demo.
obviously a free demo, right? So this takes the universe of Dragon Quest and kind of mixes it with like the hack and slash of Dynasty Warriors.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, Dragon Quest, renowned RPG. We've taken the RPG elements in this version of the game even further than we had in Dragon Quest Heroes. So here you can see Francis is roaming around a wide open space. He'll be able to explore, look for treasure, go on quests, and that's just, you know, part of the different RPG aspects he can do. And then you'll see him, you know, traveling around with the party of 4. He can switch between characters on the fly. Every character has a set of basic attacks based on the weapon they're using. And then they've also got a bunch of special attacks, which is where the game becomes really flashy and fun.
And these are everyone's favorite characters from the prior Dragon Quests.
Well, there's actually, the 4 characters you hear, they're 4 of the 15 playable in story mode. 2 of them are brand new to Dragon Quest.
Oh, okay.
So the guy with purple hair, Lazarol, and the girl with pink hair, Teresa, they're brand new, never seen them before. But Carver, you can see here, he's from Dragon Quest VI. He's a fan favorite. And we also have Maribel in the party. She's from Dragon Quest VII.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And so you jump into this game. Is this the very start of the game?
This is pretty close to the start of the game.
Okay.
This slice was actually custom built as a demo to kind of show off a few different aspects and make sure people were getting, you know, a good idea of what the game has to offer. Here you can see Francis is sneaking by one of the high-level monsters. If we wake him up, he's a pretty tough fight, so we'll just run by him and see if we can get all the way to the end of the boss at the demo.
So you say you added a bit more RPG elements to the second Dragon Quest Heroes, but what were some of the other differences you focused on going from Dragon Quest Heroes 1 into 2?
Yeah, one of the biggest differences you'll notice right up from the start is just the structure of the game. So in the first, it was, you know, you kind of get in the ship and you drop down to these different areas. Nothing's really connected.
Okay.
Here, all of the environments are connected. So you can roam from one area to the next with minimal loads in between. You know, you have a central hub, which acts as your kind of home base. And from there, you can go out into all the different areas of the world.
Is there a linear progression, like a single story mode that you follow, or is it more open world?
So there is a linear progression. You can go off and do side quests that don't actually move forward the main story. And then there's a whole separate multiplayer aspect to the game.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice, nice.
So the original didn't have multiplayer, so we're actually bringing that to Dragon Quest Heroes 2. You can play online multiplayer with up to 4 players.
Okay, awesome.
What were some of the difficulties you found going into multiplayer, especially coming, like, you never had multiplayer in any of the Dragon Quest part, right?
Anytime you take any game from no online to online, there's a whole slew of new difficulties to work with. But it runs super smooth. One of our big concerns is since it's an action game, we want to make sure everything's running at a nice, smooth 60 frames a second. And, you know, the guys over in Japan developing the game, they nailed it.
I mean, it's a beautiful game. Looking at the effects of all the abilities between the Firebird that I saw earlier, the wind effects from that tornado move, they're beautiful, vibrant colors. I really like the Dragon Quest universe that has the very Toriyama-esque art, right?
Yep, it's a 100% Toriyama. And that's really one of the most fun and unique things about the game is the color.
And the characters, man. They're all so vibrant and charismatic.
Oh, Francis, you whiffed that kill.
Oh, no, guys.
This zombie's giving you a hard time.
You're just like, you're like in the zone like right now, man.
Zombie's gotta die. Okay, this is good. Let's move on.
So does this take directly, like inside the universe of Dragon Quest, is there a story that you guys are continuing from, or is this a whole new story?
Whole new story, whole new world, and there is, you know, a reason that these other characters from these other, you know, dimensions or alternate realities are coming in. But that's one of the mysteries that you unlock as you're playing through the game.
Okay, and this isn't like a sequel to Dragon Quest Heroes 1?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So what are some like cool abilities that you could eventually get in the game, like, you know, playing throughout it?
There's every character has a slew of different abilities. You start out with only a couple, then you build up to the point where you can fill all 4 slots, and then you get to a point where you get more than 4, and you have to pick and choose which ones you take on the battlefield. So there is a strategic element to it. There's also a strategic element to who you choose to have in your party. Some characters can act as a healer, some as a tank, some as range. So Maribel here, it's best to keep her a little outside of the party and throw her boomerang from afar. That Golem's blocking that bridge. He's going to give us a tough time, so I think it's best to probably run away and keep progressing, see if we can find that final boss.
I saw her level up. Is there like skill points? Is it like, do they just get strength bonuses? Do they get new abilities?
So there are certain abilities that they'll gain from using each different weapon type, and there are attributes that you can increase as you increase in level. So, but it's all up to you. So if you want to say, okay, well, I have a caster and I want them to have more MP, I can go that route. Or this tank needs more health, then you can go that route.
And for RPG fans, like, is there like a maximum level you can get to by, throughout the game?
You know what? I don't even know what the max level is.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, hopefully it gets to level 100, possibly.
I've been playing a lot, and I haven't hit the cap, so
well, if it goes on forever, that's going to be good.
Is there beyond, like you said that there was a linear story, but is there like in-game play so like you already put 60 hours into it and you want to play more, you want to get all of the secret items?
Well, absolutely, and that's where a lot of the multiplayer aspect comes into. You can play through the main story battles in multiplayer with your friends, or you can go into a separate mode where you basically do some dungeon crawling in the dimensional dungeons, and that's where the hardest bosses and best items are going to be.
Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character, Carver's up there. I actually really like one of the characters we're not seeing today. He's new for the Dragon Quest series. His name is Cesar. He uses this massive broadsword.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a giant axe.
Yeah,
is it Brandon?
So we're actually bringing Brandon into the game with the giant axe as DLC. So keep a lookout for him.
Awesome.
Is this a mini boss or a boss?
This is a mini boss.
Okay.
So this guy, you can see the red ring that's been formed around him. The only way to proceed through the game is by beating this guy and dropping those barriers.
Is there a combo system with the hack and slash? Like using XXY will do this combo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is. And there's actually 2 different modes of play you can use. There's a simple mode that allows you to pull off these neat, flashy moves by just mashing on the buttons over and over again.
That's my mode.
Or if you're a little more skilled, you can go into the expert mode where it's, okay, I want to do this combo, but it's 3 squares and a triangle followed by,
rewarding more of the technical players.
Exactly, absolutely. So we want to make sure that no matter what the skill level is, people are going to come in and have a good time.
Nice.
And it's pretty cool, like, how you can go through each character so fluidly. Like, just real quick, on the fly of a button, you just switch characters.
Yeah, you can you switch on the fly. You can do that super fast, or you can also do a special tag move, which allows you to switch characters, and as soon as that character pops in, they use one of their special abilities.
Oh, nice. Okay,
oh,
cool.
It's like Marvel versus Capcom,
right?
I love the giant eyes on this mini boss, man. It looks like giant googly eyes. So what consoles is this going to be available on?
This will be available on PS4 and PC on April 25th.
April
awesome.
25th? That's so close.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner. Oh, and it looks like Lazaro went down. Fortunately, Francis has some Yggdrasil leaves. If he makes his way over to the character, he can revive. There we go. Oh. Carver
Got him,
took a
though,
hard
got him.
hit, and then Teresa went down.
That's what I've heard too.
Oh no, is everyone gonna die? Team wipe?
We're so close.
And you can see this little heal slime following your party around. He will heal you every once in a while.
Is that permanent? Like, does he just follow you around?
Yeah,
Can
he
you
follows.
change pets?
He follows you around throughout the entire game, and
Oh,
he
okay.
plays a part in the story as well. He's a party member, but he's not a controllable party member.
All right, congrats.